This is Dr. Chris here. Good? Okay. What's up, Vince? How are you, my man?
You laughing at me, man? You laughing at me? You
I'm
laughing at me,
laughing.
man?
I'm laughing at your bouncies. Absolutely. I'm laughing at the fact that you that is your way of testing. You saying, "Oh, we good? We good?
Are we
Okay,
good?
yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're." Wow. So SK Nation still racking up on the views. Vince, the more I learn about technology, the more I absolutely despise it. So that's my take on technology, and right now I'm sticking to it. Yeah, we're here. You ready to rock
We're
and
here,
roll?
baby. We are.
Yeah, we are here, baby. Yeah.
We are here, baby.
All right, all right. SK Nation, let me know if you guys can hear Vince and I. Um, the There's no the screen is good too, no delay.
No,
Everything's
there's
synced
no
up.
delay. We've had no
All
problem
right,
with delay at all, bro. So if
very
you
good.
switched over the service, they did you well.
Sweet, sweet. All right, sweet. All right. So we're back in business, and then so StreamYard is just looking brand new on me too. I'm trying to wait for the comments to come up. I don't know what the heck's going on here. All right. Until then, let's jump into Raw. We start off with Cody Rhodes. Start off with Miss TV. Okay, here we go. Here's the comments. The comments, just put them up, Chris. What's up? Awesome. Awesome Sauce wants to see the bounties. People are happy that I got my Wi-Fi connection together. Yeah, so here's the thing, man. I had a Wi-Fi connection. I was really serious about, I'm a podcaster. I have 6 shows a week, and I'm really serious about having top quality. And so I was promised here, and there's some local services, and one was like, okay, we'll give you this, and it was just a big farce. It was horrible for a number of weeks, and so I was able to. I know some people who were able to give me some really top quality stuff. So that is good. I'm really, really happy about that, and so that makes me happy. But there was some technical stuff with the sound on both of our ends heading to the show, but we are here now. Let's start off with actually Ricky, starting off with the $2 super chat. Thank you, Ricky. Who woke up after this garbage show? Who woke up after this
Chris, could I
garbage
make a
show?
blanket statement to open up this show?
Absolutely.
Chris, I'll never understand this. Like, Chris, if there was let's talk Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Say Ohio State is in a dreadful, dreadful slump for a couple of years. And say they say, okay, what were we doing different in the glory years?
Mm-hmm.
Then they will go back. They'll look at footage from the glory years. They'll look at the coaching staff. They'll look at the playbook. What did we do differently that this period of time was so successful? Okay. Well, when you look at professional wrestling, bro, not just the WE, professional wrestling, when was it at its most successful? It was clearly at its most successful when writers were writing the show. You had characters, you had storylines, and then the talent paid off that story in the ring through psychology. Chris, I'm telling you, if there is one writer employed by both the WWE and AEW right now, I don't know why they employ any writers. There is no writing on this show. I mean, absolutely none. I don't watch Dynamite. I watch Rampage. There's no writing on Rampage. There's no writing, bro, on any of these shows. So when you hear about the WWE having 25 writers, what for? I mean, bro, literally, bro, take all your talent names, put them in a hat, and let them pick out who their opponents are going to be. Yeah. Because every story is the same. We just want to fight you. Bro, I swear to God, we've said this a million times, Chris. They are blatantly putting a house show on television. Mm-hmm. That's it. And the house show is reacting like a house show would react because they're excited to be there. But my God, bro, every single week, this is the second week off of WrestleMania. And we are right back to start, Chris. We are right back there, bro, just like we predicted.
Yeah, I was going to say, we forecasted that, weeks before WrestleMania, that it would be just, back to square one right after WrestleMania. So that's unfortunate.
I mean, you do this opening segment, bro, with Miz and Cody Rhodes. Chris, 18 minutes. 18 minutes to get to a match where Cody's going over.
Yeah.
Does anybody care about the Miz at this point? Like anybody? It's the same thing. What is it? Wash, rinse, repeat. It's the same thing. Cody's going over in his first match. So you spend 20 minutes setting up a predictable match, Chris. That's how you start the show.
Yep, absolutely. And it was one of those things that you knew that, like you said, you knew that Cody was going to, it didn't even lead to a match. It wasn't like we didn't know the match was coming and then somehow the segment led to a match. The segment was based on them already having a match. Like the Miz talked about that even before Cody came out. You know what I mean? So I was looking at that and I was just like, so what exactly is the point here? Where are we getting at here? What was the point of this segment? It wasn't even a build to another match. It wasn't a build to something more intriguing. It wasn't a main event. It was just a middle of the show match that had no main event quality to it. It was nothing. It was just a waste of time.
And bro, who cares about the back and forth so the people there can ooh and awe? Like who cares? Right. Anything they said, who cares? Yeah. Who cares? Who cares about anything you're saying, bro?
Indeed. P. Kirsting said Russo made it good. Hire Russo and then fire the 25 duds that can't write a child's book.
I wonder what these people do every week. Like, what do these writers do all week long? What do they do?
What's the credentialing? Like, what what's hireable? What makes you hireable? What type of resume do you need to do this? So, well, at the end of the day, though, Vince, so the people are writing, but ultimately, Vince McMahon has ultimate veto power. So, I mean, there was countless amount of reports, for years, especially when Eric and Bruce did their type of director thing. It was just they would get vetoed all the time. So, ultimately it's just Vince McMahon putting a kibosh on something he didn't like if he didn't like it. Next we have Vera Mahan defeating Dominic Mysterio. Oh, before that, the belt versus title thing. So the belt, he said belt, Cody said belt. Belt is a forbidden word in WWE. You can't say belt. You got to say title. I know that was a thing. Vince had a thing about belt versus title because you belt hold up your pants.
Well, the big thing when I was there, it wasn't belt, bro. God forbid you said strap. If you said strap was the word that drove him absolutely over the edge,
really?
Bro.
Really?
Yeah,
why?
I have no idea, bro. No idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Strap. You gotta put the strap on Cody, Vince.
Yeah. He hated the strap, bro. So funny, man. So funny.
Vera Mahan defeating Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio is a glorified enhancement talent nowadays, Vince.
Bro, did they cover it all? Because I have to admit, I wasn't sitting on the edge of my seat listening to the commentary. I hope they said Ray wasn't there.
I didn't hear a lot of the commentary tonight either.
Does anybody know watching? I'm assuming they said Ray wasn't there, because if they did not say that and Ray didn't come out while his son was getting killed, they must have had quite a fight at home, bro.
Yes, indeed. I see no mention. They didn't. So
Dad never comes out while his son's being stretchered out.
Yeah.
And here's the problem, Chris. Again, what the problem always is. No, who cares that you stretcher out Dominic Mysterio? Because nobody cares about Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
So nobody cares. We don't care that he's getting who cares? If his father doesn't care, Chris, are we supposed to I mean, come on, man.
Your own pops isn't coming out to help you. You're getting stretchered out. You're getting a half camel clutch on you multiple times, and no Ray running. You know what I mean? So either if they didn't mention that he wasn't there, I mean, that makes it even worse. You're right. Yep. Why would we even care if his own dad doesn't? So very true. Now, when the pull aparts, did I see P.D. Williams out there? I know that Sean Devare works with them as an agent. Was that P.D. Williams?
I wasn't watching closely enough. It could have been. I think P.D.'s working with them now.
Oh, really? Very nice. Yeah. Very nice. P.D. Williams, the Canadian Destroyer. Now, the origin of the originator of the Canadian Destroyer, when it actually meant something. Now it is grossly overused. Yeah. I wonder how PD feels about the Canadian Destroyer being grossly overused nowadays. So I would be interested to know that. So Vera speaks. He cuts a promo, and you cannot unring a bell anymore, Vince. Now I'm continuing to look at his beautiful black tone of hair, man.
Well, I was kind of distracted from the hair this week because I couldn't understand, bro, why he cut the promo and he was shaking. He was shaking, bro. I'm like, bro, why are you shaking? I'm like, bro, calm down. Yeah. Listen here, relax, calm down, bro. I don't know why was the shaking head, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. He's doing the old school heel promo. He's being fed to somebody though, Vince. Who is he being fed to? Cody?
I have no idea, bro.
Ultimately, he's got to, like, that's the point of these menacing.
I guess Ray, wouldn't it be Ray? I mean, wouldn't Ray Mysterio have to come back and seek revenge for putting Dominic in the hospital?
So this is to put Ray over eventually. So he's got to be fed to somebody though, Vince. He's going to be fed to who?
Well, but if you're going to connect the dots, bro, you got to go to Ray here, no? Otherwise, Ray don't give a crap about his own son, right?
But is all this 6 months of hype to put over Ray though?
I have
he's got to be fed to. He's got to be fed to somebody.
I don't know.
SK Nation, what do y'all think? Who's going to be fed to? We got a Lashley, we got a Omos. I don't think he's going to be fed to Omos. Omos is a heel. So he's got to be fed to another babyface. Who's the babyface going to be who he's fed to? Because ultimately, when a heel does this, they're getting all this heat to be fed to somebody. So who's he going to be fed to?
Maybe it's Jinder.
Jinder's on SmackDown. He's got an Intercontinental Championships match against Ricochet on. Reese says Drew. No, Drew's on SmackDown, isn't he? Gilbert. I'll pop for that if he gets fed to Gilbert. Ray, unfortunately, as a comment. So
yeah,
that's what it looks like. Balor? No, I don't think Balor. I don't think he's going to be fed to Balor. No. A few people saying Finn. What do you think, what do you think, Vince? Is he being fed to Finn all this? Because Finn's with Theory, so he's got a title match. So I don't know.
Unless he does, Finn does. Unless it's an opportunity for him to do the demon thing again.
Yeah, perhaps. We shall see.
You can't listen. We can go on here with the Sportskeeda Nation all day long. You'll never make sense out of what they're doing. Never. That's why we can't logically come up with it, because there's zero logic, bro. Otherwise we would be able to say they're doing this to get to that. You can't. There's zero logic in anything they do, bro.
That's exactly why I'm being interactive and letting the SK Nation, chime in, because this is all just absolutely ridiculous to me. This doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Speaking of not making any sense, we get an earlier today segment. Earlier today, AJ Styles cuts a promo, and all of a sudden, just immaculate timing. Damien Priest doesn't hear anything that AJ Styles is talking about, and he just so happened to adjusting his wrists, and he's walking by AJ for a fight to ensue.
Chris, let's talk about that for a minute, okay?
Yes.
Bro, do you know how big these arenas are? Like, like the chance that AJ's cutting a promo and that second, bro, again, this gets back to why can't AJ be looking for him? And then AJ finds him in the locker room. The fact that this is a huge building and AJ's there, and this is so ridiculous, bro. It's not even funny. This insults every single wrestling fan with a brain watching this show.
So, and they were in close proximity, Vince. So you couldn't hear anything that AJ was talking about. He was talking about if he sees you, he's going to lay hands on you, right?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, he didn't hear any of that. He must have been super focused on this match against AJ Styles tonight. It was earlier today. So somehow he's dressed up, ready to go. AJ's late, I guess. And he's the one that's just kind of pacing backstage. Just so happened to be by AJ. Just immaculate timing. Just immaculate timing. I don't understand it. Like when I saw that, I said, so he didn't hear anything.
Oh, bro, again, you're putting pen to paper at 3-4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
This is what you're going to get. This is what you're going to get.
Yep. And we didn't get any edge today, did we?
No. We got the blue light, but no edge.
We did. Speaking of blue light, we got Damien Priest against AJ Styles, and that match literally ended with him doing some type of gimmick where he bows on his knee and he raises up his hands, and we get the blue purple lighting, and that was the end of the match.
Yeah, there was no finish to the match.
It was a non-finish. That was it. And somehow AJ was outside of the ring and he was down enough, but the next time we saw him, he was able to go backstage and then talk about how mad he was that it was a non-finish. Why didn't he just get up and hit Damien Priest while he did his
exactly in the blue light? Exactly, bro. That would have been cool. That's exactly what should have happened, bro.
Yeah. Again, made no sense. And Cody, we go to Cody Rhodes defeating The Miz. Rollins proposed a rematch to Cody. Cody says yes, and we get the Seth laugh.
Bro, again, I don't understand the Rollins character at all, but I will always put over, bro. This guy's paying a lot of money for his outfits. Those are not cheap, and he's paying for them himself. So he's committing to the bit, Chris. But the problem is we don't know what the bit is.
Yeah.
Like what is the bit? Like, bro, if you saw the movie The Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, You understood the joke. You understood the character, and you understood why he was deranged and demented. You understood that clearly.
Yeah.
I don't understand the laugh. Why he dresses the way he does. I don't understand any of it. He's committing to the bit, but there's no description, clarification of what he's supposed to be doing.
And it just keeps changing. Like, you know, it's different variations of different things. Like, I don't even know what Seth Rollins is right now. Like, you know, is he he's the visionary? What is the visionary? When he was with the Shield, he was the architect. You know, he was the Monday Night Messiah. I think from a gimmick standpoint, that was probably the one that actually had the most direction to it, because he was a babyface. He feuded against Bray Wyatt when he was the Fiend. The fans turned on him, so it made him turn into some like this cult-like, you know, figure, bringing people to his fold because the fans, you know, turned on him, like legit turned on him. So there was some, you know, there was some intrigue in a sense to that. But after that, I mean, he did the visionary. It was so many different variations of the same thing. I really don't know what Seth Rollins is.
And then, Chris, we've said on the show, we know through the show, he's married to Becky and they have a child. We know that through the show. So my question is, okay, bro, this is a father and a husband. So this is how he acts at home? Like this is the guy at home dressing like that and acting like that and raising a child? Yeah. Like, you see what I'm talking about, bro? It's like you can't on the show recognize the marriage and they have a child, and then he comes out and acts like this and like, oh, okay, so how's that parenting a kid? Bro, please. And like I said, I'm telling you, bro, this started by him popping people in the back with the laugh. That's how it started, bro. And the costumes. So he's popping the boys in the back, and we're sitting at home saying, okay, all right, okay.
Yep. Indeed. Ciampa cuts an interview. So this is how they insert Tommaso Ciampa. So all this time in NXT, he's a part of the Andre Battle Royal on SmackDown. And then they introduce him to the Raw roster. And then before even really getting out anything, you have Ezekiel come out, and he gets basically smoldered by the Ezekiel and Owens feud. So this is how you introduce Tommaso Ciampa, who spends all that time in NXT.
And think about what you just said there, Chris. You just said the Ezekiel Owens feud. Mm-hmm. Bro, why does Owens care? Like, I don't. We just finished up with Austin.
Yeah.
And now you're obsessed as to whether or not this is Elias. Why? There's got to be a reason why. Otherwise, why do you care? Why would Owens give a crap if this is really Elias? Why, bro?
And then Ciampa's just, I mean, they really booked Ciampa to just play along with it. Like, yeah, he's Ezekiel. Like, that's again, Vince, I've said this many times. NXT Raw gets at least 3 times as much viewers as NXT does. Typically around 2.5 to 3 times more viewers than NXT. So NXT gets a third of the viewers. Mm-hmm. So 2/3 of the total people you have to introduce Tommaso Ciampa to, and you can't assume that the 600, 500K, 600K that watches NXT is going to somehow translate over to all the 1.5 to 1.8, 1.9K that watches Raw. So you've got 3 times more people, but for somehow this is how you want to introduce Tommaso Ciampa to the Raw roster.
Bro, it's real funny too, because I just started reviewing like Rampage. And think about this, Chris. Rampage has is about half the audience of Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
All they do on Rampage, bro, is promote Dynamite.
Yep.
Now, wouldn't you assume, bro, that those people watching Rampage are already, wouldn't you assume that they spend so much time promoting a show that those viewers are already watching, bro?
Yeah.
It's just, it blows my mind, Chris.
Yeah, it's like Rampage is starting to feel like a it's starting to feel like a more distinct B-rate show. Like at least that there was semi-close in the very beginning, but it's starting to stretch out more and more to feel like a B-rate show. So next we had the Naomi defeating Liv Morgan. So Jimmy Smith is his name. His name Jimmy Smith. The commentary, the play-by-play for Raw. SK Nation. Am I right on that? Jimmy Smith, the play-by-play guy. But he said that, so this is supposed to be the tag match, the tag title match. And he said that Rhea can't come to the ring tonight because of protocol. And so, you know, a lot of people are suspecting that that's COVID protocol because they had to change the match. They were supposed to do the tag match and most likely the heel turn tonight. So that's what we got from that, and Liv Morgan takes the fall tonight.
Just tonight, or has she taken the fall since
she beat Sasha on SmackDown?
Did she really? Wow!
Yes, she pinned her. Yeah, pinned her clean. Yeah.
See, that's another thing. Like I swear to God, bro, out of all these people, we've said Rhea Ripley looks like a star. Okay, bro. I would also say, bro, I think Sasha Banks looks like a star. And on top of that, bro, she was in The Mandalorian. Like that's a big deal. I mean, that's a huge deal. I don't know why they would put her in a tag team. I don't know why they would put Rhea Ripley in a tag team. These are individual stars. Once you put them in a tag team, bro, it diminishes that main event status. Again, bro, that's why I always go back to, did Sasha piss somebody off? Did she say, you know what? She should not be in a tag team. She is a legitimate star, main eventer. She should be booked that way.
Yeah. I think right now they want to put Sasha in some type of upper level spot because Sasha's done it all. I mean, she's had multiple championships on both ends. She's main evented, she's basically done it all. Her and Charlotte are basically very similar as far as achievement. Like those are the two right there, Sasha and Charlotte. So I think what it seems to me what they're doing is they still want her in some type of bigger role other than just being a random female that comes out there. And then her and Naomi used to be a tag team when they were heels, Team Bad. It was her, Naomi, and Tamina. So they did a reunion. The reunion didn't really make sense of how they came back. But I do think, Vince, let me know what you think about this. I do think that Sasha is being used in this role to put Naomi over, and Naomi should be looked at as a star. Do you think that she's helping Naomi in this spot?
Not really, bro, because Naomi has been around for so long, and anybody that looks at Naomi, anybody, bro, knows that the system has been failing Naomi. Not Naomi. Naomi has not failed Naomi. It is the system, bro. So no, I don't, bro. I really think putting them in a tag match waters both of them down. I really do believe that.
I just don't see Naomi doing anything better than this.
Right,
You know
because
what I
of
mean?
because of creative. I
Oh
agree.
yeah, I mean,
I'm
yeah,
not disagreeing with that at all,
yeah.
bro. At all.
Naomi she should be among a legit top star like consistently. I mean, you talk about merch, the glow sticks, the merch, the
Yeah.
t-shirts. She can really be a trendsetter when it comes to being a legit star
Yeah.
because you have to think about like not only is she good athletically, but she can sell a lot of merch for the little girls out there wanting the glow, sticks and the glow shirts.
Yep.
She's just ready made to be a legit star,
Yeah.
both in the ring and the merchandise. But yeah, they've just crapped on her
Yeah.
time after time and time again. And it's not her fault. It's
No,
creative.
it's not. It's not her fault. It is not her fault. She is very, very, very talented, bro. No
Very
question
talented.
about it. No
Yep,
question.
I agree. Next we get VIP Lounge. Beforehand, it's crashed by Bobby Lashley, and he gets what chance? Bobby Lashley is amazing in the ring, but I'm not I'm not sold out. Never was sold. He did a little better in TNA when he was a heel on the mic, but I've never been sold on Lashley on the mic. MVP was a good stick man for Lashley. Him cutting babyface promos by himself, he got what chance as a babyface? That pretty much says it all right there, Vince.
Yeah. God, I used to love, bro, when we were at TNA, and perhaps you remember her name because I don't remember it. Leslie was married at the time.
Yeah, he was engaged to Crystal Marshall.
Okay, and she represented him like she was
Mhm.
kind of that was perfect, bro.
Mhm.
She
Mhm.
was very, very attractive, very, very smart, and was almost like a female agent.
Mhm.
That was perfect for him
Yeah.
when they were together.
Yeah.
She was talented too. She was very
She
talented.
was. She was. She was. She kind of left the wrestling scene and
Yeah.
just never really came back.
Yeah.
She was in WWE for a while too. She was in that Edge, Vicky Guerrero thing for a hot second, and never really panned out on that. But I think she was like Teddy Long's like assistant or something like that for a hot second too when he
Yeah.
was GM. So they had her in a couple different spots, but yeah, definitely, yeah, definitely someone who had a bunch of potential. That's for sure. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, MVP gives an explanation. Vince, what did you think about the VIP explanation? Did that make this angle make sense even more, or did it still not for you?
I didn't care, bro. I don't care. I don't care. I hate to sound like a broken record. I don't care about any of this. They're not giving me a say. There's nothing personal, bro. Let me put it to you that way. All they want to do is fight each other. That's all they wanted to do. So I don't care who wins the fight. They've got to give me something personal. They got to give me a reason. I don't care who wins a fight between these people. We can go down the line. I don't
Yeah.
care who wins the fight. First of all, the fights aren't real. That's number one. You've got to give me something personal, bro. There's nothing personal.
So, do you think that MVP? What do you think about like a new version of the Hurt Business? So MVP's angle is he was doing nothing, essentially messing around with a few with Rusev and Lana before he came in, and he came in, he built up his credibility, made him the almighty star that he is. So MVP's angle is he was mad that he didn't bring him out at WrestleMania. That's the whole angle. I'm mad that you didn't bring me out at WrestleMania. Therefore, I'm going to join forces with the other person who decided not to bring me out to WrestleMania either, almost.
Bro, when you think about that, that's the angle. Oh, you didn't bring me out of WrestleMania. Let's go to the casual fan. If a casual fan is watching this, what are they saying? Get over it, bro. That's what they're saying. They don't care. Like, get over it, bro. Like, That's what I'm saying. That's not enough to make people care. You know, bro, maybe he's got dirt on Lashley. Maybe Lashley's got some deep dark secret. I swear to God, bro, I've just been watching on Netflix the Blacklist with James Spader, and he's absolutely tremendous. But bro, Spader's got a secret that, you know, his daughter's trying to find out. Chris, they play that out for years. For years, and you're sitting at home like you don't know what and they come so close for years. And then, Chris, when they finally reveal the secret, you thought all along you knew what it was, and it wasn't that. And I was like, holy crap, how could I be swerved? But that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what you need. Lashley's got a skeleton in his closet that he doesn't want. That's what you need, bro.
That's intrigue.
Bro, the casual fan, we know these fights are not real. So we're not going to care if it's just about a not real fight. We're not going to care about that. You got to give me the story, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. You got to give me the story. Let's throw this out there real quick. So, perhaps there's a newly minted Hurt Business. Do you think that Cedric and Shelton would add a layer to Almost that he needs, or should it just stay Almost an MVP?
I think it's just got to stay Almost an MVP, bro, because it would be like bringing back something that they totally cut the legs off of. And again, those guys did not fail. I am not saying that. Those guys were going out there every week and busting their rear ends. It was not anything that they did. We saw it, Chris. We saw out of nowhere they would disband and wrestling each other. We saw it. It was nothing that they did. You can't put that together again because it wouldn't mean anything, bro.
Yeah, and it was lightning at the bottom, man. It was a really, really good faction.
And bro, think about it too, Chris. It was right around Black Lives Matter. Are you kidding me, bro? It was right there. If you can't get that over, bro, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Next we have backstage. We do the 24/7 segment, the Bachelor Party. Do you have anything on that? Joey is back, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very, very nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, where you at? Where you at, Joey? Joey, it's time, Joey. You gotta wake up, man. I know you've been sleeping, but it's time to go. I'm looking for
Joe.
Here we go. Joey, wake up, man.
Time out, Joey. Time out, Joey.
Bro, you tried to skip over several things, and I thank you for that, Chris. I really do thank you for that because, but so first of all, we go to the back. And we got Pierce and Cecil B. DeVille and Theory's back there and Owens.
Oh, no. That was after the male. That was before the female segment. The male segment was before the Theory name change segment.
Wait. Okay. So, so there was a precursor to the 24/7. Is that what you're saying?
There was a Bachelor Party
right
segment, and then the Theory segment was sandwiched in between the Bachelor Party and the Bachelorette Party segment.
Okay. See, I missed the first half of that. So go ahead. So you go ahead and explain the Bachelorette gimmick.
So it was a Bachelor Party when them coming out, R-Truth, Tozawa, Reggie appeared to be drunk and said it was the best Bachelor Party ever, and that was really the gist of it. And then they go into the Theory segment when Pierce and DeVille.
Yeah, and Owens now wants Ezekiel to take a lie detector. Why, bro? Like, what did he do to you? All the guy is saying is, "Oh, I'm Ezekiel. I'm Elias's younger." That's all he's saying. What did he do to you that you want him to take a lie detector test?
Yes.
That's the angle, though, bro. That's the angle.
For some reason, Kevin Owens is the only person that cares about this. He's
Coming
the
off
only
of
person
Austin. Coming
Yeah.
off of Austin, which is
Yeah.
supposed to elevate him. Think
Yes.
about that, bro. That's
Yes.
supposed to elevate him.
Yes, it is supposed to elevate him. He caused Austin to come out of retirement. Now, Austin was the last person to stay true to his retirement. I think Michaels, he stayed true for about like 8 years. Terry Funk, he had about 18 incarnations. Foley stayed true for a few years and came back. Austin was the only one. Even Bret Hart came back for a WrestleMania match against Vince McMahon. Austin was the last person to stay true. 19 years. He gives it up. Relinquishes his retirement for Kevin Owens. So Kevin Owens is like, man, almost 2 decades. I get Austin to come out of retirement just for the next night to be in an angle with someone who's saying that they're Elias's brother.
But Chris, after that angle with Owens, he got the Austin rub. Aren't you questioning this? Aren't you waiting outside of Vince McMahon's door and say, Vince, I just got the rub of a lifetime.
Yes.
Why are you taking me 10 rungs down? Why?
Yep. Because this definitely isn't elevating Ezekiel.
No, bro, not at all. Not at all, man.
Yeah. And let's not gloss over the fact, Vince, that Austin Theory is no longer Austin Theory. Did you check that? He's just Theory now.
Theory.
He's just Theory.
Yeah.
The winner and new undisputed WWE champion, Theory.
Yeah. And think about this, Chris, too. Like, bro, what did they waste all our time with that Vince McMahon stuff for? Like, what came out of that, bro?
Exactly.
What came out of that?
What came out of so you had Mumbles for weeks. he was
you had Mumbles telling us what an eraser was for 4 weeks, Chris. For 4 weeks.
Yes. Mumbles schooling us on an eraser to eventually continue to emasculate Theory to basically that's just like some type of initiation to make him stronger. He's the chosen one. But by the way, sidebar, he keeps beating Finn Balor, although he's not being built up very highly. He keeps beating Finn Balor all the time, though.
And there is another match next week. Thank God.
Yes, for the title. Yes. So Theory, in theory, will be the U.S. champion next week, Vince.
Well, and without Vince McMahon's knowledge and wisdom and whatever else he was past, because we haven't seen that in 4 weeks now.
Yes, Mumbles is done. He's no longer. So the Mumbles led to a Austin stunner. Did you catch that stunner? I know that you didn't watch many.
There is a YouTube video that I caught today. You got to watch it, bro. It's Mick Foley watching Vince take the stunner in real time. Mick Foley almost had a heart attack. Bro, I never saw Mick Foley laugh that hard in he was literally crying. You gotta watch it, bro. It's incredible, man. It's so funny, bro. You gotta watch it. You'll love it, man.
What is it under?
I would just put in Mick Foley watching Vince McMahon take stunner at WrestleMania.
Gotcha.
And it'll come up. Oh, it's so funny, bro.
Okay,
so funny.
I'm gonna have to look at it. Okay. I'm reading it. I'm looking at it. Oh my gosh! Yeah,
you watch.
He's crying. He is crying. He is crying.
I thought that was so funny, bro.
Oh wow, he's crying. Yeah, that is hilarious. I agree. Absolutely hilarious. So So no more Mumbles. Man, where'd he go? Where'd he go, Vince? Where's Mumbles?
I don't know.
at?
Maybe Ezekiel will need him next.
There you go. So we'll have more. We'll have another segment with Mumbles.
Bro,
back.
I had a crack up when I was reading reports, because that stunner was like beyond embarrassing, and I'm reading that report. Oh, Vince McMahon was taking it pretty good backstage and having a good laugh and laughing at himself. I'm like, are you kidding me, bro? Give me a break. Vince McMahon laughing at himself? No, bro. I guarantee you Vince lost sleep for
he was
days
livid
over that, bro.
He was livid. Yeah.
Come
yeah,
on, man.
Why would he try to eat that stunner right there then? Like he was so groggy. He had to use the ropes to come back, and then he just kind of limped. Like it just
And then what does he do, bro? He kills Austin in the meantime. Bro, in that one segment, he killed McAfee. Yeah. Absolutely. McAfee had to sell these clotheslines.
Yes.
Like, and then he kills Austin. He kills Austin after that, bro.
Oh man, yeah. I think this whole segment was really ruined by Vince. Unfortunately, not.
Bro, I swear to God, I hate to tell you this, Chris, but the fact that he did that at 76, I'm wondering now, bro, if that's going to be an ongoing thing. So Vince McMahon can say he wrestled at 80. I'm telling you, bro, who knows?
Vince, it wouldn't surprise me for sure.
Yeah.
Next we get so we talked about the segments. So before the women's segment was the Sonya Deville blindside with Bianca Belair. She has the portfolio ready to name the opponent for Bianca. Ends up being her. She attacks her. So I personally, the way they did it was cheesy, but personally, I think that Sonya was a good choice just because people don't like Sonya Deville, and so it does give her. I'm looking for people who will give, who has enough heat to keep Bianca as a pure babyface, as a relevant babyface. So I think out of all the choices that you have, Sonya is a good first choice to keep the momentum rolling with Bianca being a babyface.
Yeah, no, Chris, my only problem with this is, bro, my only problem with this is going to be if she remains in the role as GM or whatever they call, because how do you explain that? How again, bro, you got to show some kind of ties to the McMahons or something. Otherwise, how do you remain in an authoritative role if you're jumping the talent from behind?
Yeah.
So if that's addressed, I'm okay with it. But if it's not, it's like, come on, man. Like, come on.
Because essentially Adam Pearce can be like, you know what, I want a Universal Championships match. I'll just book myself against Roman Reigns tonight.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
We get the women's bachelorette segment, and then we get RK Bro defeating the Alpha Academy. Usos comes out in their truck. Then they go to the match, and then the Street Profit, they cut a promo wanting to unify, challenging for the titles, unify the titles. Street Profits come out and say, we have a title shot beforehand. All this was just to make the Usos look better, I guess. I don't think at the end of this segment, I thought more than anything, this made the Street Profits look worse. Street Profits took the brunt out of this segment. They weren't they weren't necessary components to make this unification bout, any better. They didn't really add any layers to it to me.
Yeah, bro, it almost made it look like the Street Profits did not belong. And that was the whole idea. The Usos had to defeat the Street Profits to show that RK Bro and the Usos are the two top tag teams. And again, bro, every time you come out of an angle, it's got to do something for both sides. And that's why when you look at this, like what does this do for the Street Profits? Absolutely nothing at all. I mean, bro, you could have protected the Street Profits by, during the match, the Usos go to the outside, they take a shot at Orton or something. Orton gets in there, goes to nail the Usos duck it, the Street Profits get taken out. Then, Usos get the 1, 2, 3. You could have done something to protect them. But to beat them straight out, I don't understand that, bro.
All right, yep, I agree. So at the end of the day, Montez gets an RKO, talking about lack of protection.
House show, bro. Somebody's got to get the RKO so we can send the people home happy.
Yeah. Orton gets super kicked though. Double team super kick. Did you see that part at the end?
Yeah, I did. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, the Usos get the advantage on Raw. So it looks like they'll be trying to unify the titles. So do you think that the Bloodline captures all the main top titles?
I would think it would have to, bro. I would definitely think it would have to because, they also have money in the storyline with Orton and Riddle. So yeah, I would see. That's another thing, bro. Like, why isn't Naomi's role with the Bloodline? I mean, bro, remember how Cody's wife was the great brand chief branding officer. Why couldn't she be that of the Bloodline? Dress her up in business suits, let her speak for them, let her represent them, let her get them Nike deals, sponsors. I mean, why couldn't she be in a role like that? She would be so much more valuable, bro.
I think that with that role with Naomi, though, I think that takes away a lot of her. I don't think Naomi's a good heel. They try to make her a heel a few times, and to me, it was just kind of contrived. Her mic work isn't that strong as a heel. It's just not very good. And then I think just she fits. You can tell that she's having fun with the glow thing. I think it's just money on the table to me. I think they're missing out with the glow gimmick. I think the glow gimmick is a Hall of Fame style gimmick for Naomi. I think they're just booking her just really, really subpar. With the Bloodline thing, I don't think that Naomi's mic work is sufficient, and they already have a corner person, which is Heyman. And I think that Heyman would just overshadow her if they keep Heyman, with her. I mean, with the gimmick, with the Bloodline, which they probably most likely will because he adds that mic, work layer to him. Although Reigns is starting to come as on his own with the mic work, I still don't think it's strong enough to really hold his own, though. What do you think?
Bro, I've hated Heyman as a part of that from day one. I just have. I mean, it's so over the top, bro. It's like, bro, if I'm a casual fan, like serious, I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm a casual fan, I'm going to really believe that Heyman is actually in love with Roman Reigns because that's how he acts, bro. I mean, the way he looks at him literally, it looks literally like he is in love with Roman Reigns. And I would have really kept it 100% Samoan family, bro. Bring in the dads, bring in the uncles, bring in Tamina, bring in Samoa Joe. I would have went all the way with that, bro. I never liked Heyman as part of that. I don't.
Who would have been a good stick man for the Bloodline to give him the extra layer and put him over?
Bro, I mean, I honestly don't know, but I also know too, Chris, that's where producing comes in. I mean, if somebody's not that good, you've got to spend the time with them and make them good. Chris, I swear to you, man, I can remember the day when I first, started at the WWE, and one of my first duties was I had to produce all the videos and the pre-tapes for Coming to Your Town. This is Jeff Jarrett. We're coming to Nassau Coliseum, blah, 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 blah. I had to write all of those. Bro, I remember being in the pre-tape room with Sean Waltman for hours. Hours, Chris. He was horrible, could not string 2 sentences together. Look where he got. That was work. That was work. That was producing them. That was repetition, having them do it over and over. And go to that, to his promo when he came back to the WWE and joined DX, which was one of the best promos I've ever seen in my life. But bro, he used to suck. That's work and repetition. And if Naomi's not that great on the stick, that's what you have producers for.
That's true. Yeah, I remember watching Waltman in Global, and it was just, it was pretty bad, man. I mean, like he was super athletic at Global. I mean, I remember he was light heavyweight, feuding the light heavyweight championship and things like that. He was the Lightning Kid, I believe, or the.
Yeah, he was the Lightning Kid.
Yeah, I believe it was the Lightning Kid. Yeah. So yeah, he was. Mic work wasn't good at all, but
that's what it was, bro. We were for hours. We were in there over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, and that's repetition. That's work. Like you said. There's a lot of people's. If you look at people's promos from I think Jarrett, your boy Jarrett, he posted a promo that he had back in '86. I think he tweeted it recently, and it was just man, it was cringe. Talking about cringe, it was cringe. So you're right. It takes practice. So you know what else takes practice? The fact that this guy right here has been working his butt off to get a specific channel out.
Yes.
And the channel has attitude. What is the name of the website, Vince Russo?
Guys, 8 months, channelattitude.com. That's how long it took to build. If you go on there now, channelattitude.com, there are dozens and dozens and dozens of free clips and previews to everything we offer. russosbrand.com, Hameen Media Group, the BS show, the Joker's Mustache, but you can sample everything and then decide if you want to join or not. You'll have a lot of fun there, bro. Go to channelattitude.com.
Yes, and be sure to check out Headlocks and Halos with Dr. Chris on channel. Oh, no, that's not a thing. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here is Vince Russo. I am Dr. Chris, and be sure to check us out all throughout the week. We have plenty of shows. We see our faces on Sportskeeda quite a bit. So again, thank you so much for your support. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and leave a positive comment. Everybody, there's so many people who's involved in this show. Go after the show. As soon as I hop off, go to the comment section and just flood the comments with positive comments about how much you love the show. Because you know why? Because that boosts up the video. That helps other people who don't know about how much fun we have, allows them to now know. It boosts up the analytics, and they'll talk and they'll watch it for themselves, and they'll be a part of the SK Nation with you all. So again, thank you for your support. This guy's Vince Russo. I'm Dr. Chris. This is the Legion of Raw. Have a good night, everybody. Solo.